Hey, what's up, guys? I am Kanan. I'm the coach of the Tulsa Drovers, and doing another ranked ladder video today. Testing out some of these a little bit fewer used Pokemon. Trying a little bit different mode today. Still trying to get to rank 9 here. Let's see what we can do today. Today, I'm going to be trying out Darmanitan because that's something that I've been considering. I've mostly just been running a slow version of this team. This time I'm going to try running a little bit faster version. Still got a couple things that can perform in and out of Trick Room here, but not leaning quite as heavily into Trick Room as we have been in the last 2 episodes. So we'll see how this works out today. As always, if you like my content, make sure you subscribe, share it to your friends. I'm trying to get the channel off the ground here. Mostly we do the Draft League content, but I've been wanting to branch out a little bit, do a little bit more of this kind of stuff. Just, I'm going to be doing the practicing anyway. I might as well share it with you guys. So make sure you comment, let me know what you like, what you don't like, and we'll expand the channel and branch out and try to make it what you guys want it to be. So hopefully we find an opponent here pretty quick. Opposing trainer has been found. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. So they've definitely got a Sun mode with the Charizard and the Sableye here. How do I deny that? So I think Kangaskhan Dracovish here looks pretty good. Even if they lead Clefairy Hat, the Dracovish is still going to do a ton of damage into the hat. And I can fake out the Sableye here. I think that's good. Let's see. Do I want to bring my own hat here? I think that counters the Ferrothorn because it has Mystical Fire. Then it's also going to be good against the Urshifu. And finally, Gigalith is really good into the Charizard, and that's about it. So I think maybe the Darmanitan here, because he's got the Assault Vest, and he's also got Rock Slide. So, and I'm wanting to give him a shot, so let's give this a try. Let's see what we come up with. Testing out some stuff that I'm thinking about using here, so hopefully something clicks here, outperforms, lets me know what I want to try to do going forward. Not sure what those are. Okay, so it's the Hat Clefairy. That would have been our second choice lead. We'd have rather seen the Charizard Sableye, but this is still okay because we can fake out and we can, yeah, I think just Vicious Rend into the hat. That's going to do a ton of damage here. It won't. I don't think it'll KO, but it'll put it in range to KO in the next turn. So I think that's fine. I don't expect them to go straight for the max here. I'm expecting them to try to set Trick Room up. So we should get a decent chunk of free damage off here. Maybe. Taking a while if they were just going to follow me Trick Room. I was switching. Okay. Whatever they bring in here is going to eat a Vicious Rend. Okay. It's a good switch. And a Protect. Perfect. That's a really good turn from their end. Can't fault them on that a bit. So we're really well prepared for the... that's still quite a bit of damage. For the Ferrothorn, so I don't think we really need to worry about it right now. We have a special attack and a physical attack into it later in the game. So I think right here, I'm going to leave the Dracovish in, and I'm just going to double the Clefairy here. Because if we can get rid of that thing and keep it from being obnoxious the rest of the game, that helps us out a lot. I'm expecting the Ferrothorn to try to probably set up here. Either with Leech Seed or Iron Defense or something like that is kind of what I'm expecting. But I've seen a lot more offensive sets for Ferrothorn lately, so it could easily be one of those as well. So I think if it is one of those, even if I don't think Body Press KOs here, follow me, that's fine. I wasn't going to do anything but attack into the Clefairy anyway. Rend, that's going to do a ton of damage. Yeah, that's almost half. That's really good. And then Last Resort, probably going to do, golly, that's even more damage than the Rend. Okay. So Leech Seed goes out. Not super worried about that. But I think I am going to switch the Dracovish out here, so I'm not taking any more damage from that than I need to. Because pretty confident that another Last Resort will just KO the Clefairy here. The Clefairy might protect, but if it does, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and switch. I'm going to bring in the Darmanitan here. Because even if he does attack into that slot, I'm expecting it to be like a Power Whip or a Steel move, and neither one's going to do much to Darmanitan. He's fairly frail, but... Okay, so the Clefairy protects, that's fine. What does the Ferrothorn do here? Leech Seeding it, alright. I may go ahead and cycle the Kanga here. Just because, again, I don't want to be taking a ton of Leech Seed chip. And I would like to have Fake Out again for later on anyway. So let's bring back in the hat here. And I'm expecting a Follow Me, so I'm just going to Rock Slide here. That should, if connects, knock out the Clefairy and gives me a chance to flinch the Ferrothorn here. So I'm just expecting another Leech Seed into Darmanitan here, which isn't going to help him a whole lot. So Kanga switches out. See if they switch the Ferrothorn out here. It could also be a possibility. Nope. Just follow me. That's what I was expecting. So now we can Rock Slide. As long as we don't miss the Clefairy, we don't. We double connect. Perfect. That'll KO the Clefairy. Perfect. And that gives us a chance to flinch the Ferrothorn, which would be great. We don't, but that's okay. And Body Press, that won't KO, I don't think. Nope. Perfect. Okay. So let's see what they bring in here. Probably going to attack whatever comes in with the Darmanitan and Mystical Fire into... Let's see what it is. Urshifu, so that does change my plan. Okay. So in that case, I'm just going to Gleam here. And I'm going to cycle. So probably going to be Surging Strikes, I would imagine. Surging Strikes is double resisted by Dracovish, so let's do that. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm expecting. And Gleam will at least bring the Urshifu down to its sash. So this looks like this is the standard Iron Defense Leech Seed Body Press set on the Ferrothorn. I could still get surprised with Iron Head or something like that, but I'm not really expecting it. Dracovish comes in. Oh, he just protects. That's actually even better. Surging Strikes, that's what we're expecting. Show me into the Dracovish. Yes. So that's, yeah, even with it being the 3 auto crits, that does very, very low damage. Doubled resistance is awesome. Gleam. Let's see if this is a Sash Urshifu. It's not. Beautiful. It's just a one-hit KO. Okay. So we've seen Protect, we've seen Leech Seed, we've seen Body Press from the Ferrothorn. I'm expecting its last move is probably Iron Defense. A little surprised he hasn't gone for that yet, but let's see. So this should be the hat. Yep. Okay. So what do I want to max this game? I think probably the hat, just to match their max. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and max Flare into the Ferrothorn here, and then I'm going to just Vicious Rend into the hat. If Trick Room goes up here, that's fine, because my hat may outspeed theirs in Trick Room anyway. I'm expecting a smite into the Dracovish here is what I'm expecting. Yeah. Well, so maybe they're not maxing here. I don't see why they wouldn't be, though. Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't be here. So my hat maybe just faster? I mean, I'm not sure how it could be. It's negative speed nature. Yeah, just not. Huh. Okay. So maybe they're setting up Trick Room? Oh, that's just an Oko. That's really good to know. I did not think there was any way that'd just be an Oko. Yeah, it's just game in because this will one-shot the Ferrothorn for sure. Yep. Interesting. I'm hoping I get to see this team because I'm interested to know why they didn't max the hat there. Like, I don't see any reason, like, maxing the hats seems like the play. So, okay. I'm not forgetting anything. They didn't max early on, did they? No, because we had the Clefairy, and then we had the Ferrothorn, and then we had, yeah, so they just didn't max that game. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll take it. We'll take it. Darmanitan did his job there. Wasn't much job to do, but Dracovish definitely carried it its weight there. So looking forward to getting to use Dracovish in my draft league. Especially after here in a few days, we get to put Sand Rush on him. That's going to be super nice. I'm really excited about that. Really excited about that. Because then you can just run, you know, Choice Band plus Sand Rush, and you're going to do huge damage. You're going to miss Strong Jaw for sure, but I think Choice Band is probably just, you know, just as good. You don't have to worry about Scarf, so you get a little more speed than you do out of Scarf that way too. So let's see. So this is a Rinsel team. Obviously their goal is going to be to set up the Colossal. So if we can fake out what they lead with the Colossal, with the Kanga. Question is, who do we go lead with it? I'm thinking maybe either the Darmanitan or the Dracovish. Really the only thing on their team that Dracovish is going to be good against is the Colossal, so maybe better to go Darmanitan here. Because we have Max Quake, and Max Quake will KO the... Yeah, so let's do that. Let's do Kangaskhan Darmanitan. And then what do we bring to beat the stuff in the back? I think Hat's good here, because Hat will beat both of the grass types between D-Gleam and Mystical Fire. And then for the final spot, Tangela is tempting to beat the Primarina. It's not a super consistent Primarina counter though. Just realized I don't have a great Primarina counter on this team, so we'll bring the Tangela because I don't have a better option really. So I may need to swap the Tangle out for my Executor on this team, just so I have a better answer to Primarina, because that is fairly common right now. So let's see what they lead. I'm expecting Weavile Colossal. Yep. So either they have to fake out here into my Kanga, or they have to, or they'll go for Surf, because they can't fake out. Yeah, so the question now is, I think Quaking for his Def boost is probably better, right? That's a 4x weak, yeah. Yep, so let's see what they go for. Max the Darm. Running AV on the Darm right now. I don't know if that's the best call. Choice Band, Choice Scarf are both also going to be really strong options. Could even probably put Life Orb on him. Problem is his defenses are just so low. So this at least gives me a shot at surviving. You could probably even run Focus Sash on him, now that I'm thinking about it. His attack stat is high enough that he doesn't really need the boost. It's perfect, so he just lets me fake out the Weavile. And there's no max guard, so this should just one-shot the Colossal. Not quite, okay. So I thought that would be, alright. So I thought that'd just be a one-hit KO. This is a really bulky, regular defensively Colossal. And we give him his boost. That's not good, because he can probably just... Man, I really thought this is probably going to KO the Darm. I really thought we could just one-shot him. Oh, AV. AV plus that Spadef boost for the win. Alright. Oof, that's a lot of damage. Okay, so he doesn't have the speed boost yet. I'm really wondering if Surf KOs the Darman, or the Colossal here. Let's see. I'm gonna just, because I'm gonna lose the Darm this turn. So let's do this. Let's double into the Colossal. What if the Colossal max guards? No, I'm gonna Last Resort, and I'm going to Rockfall here. Probably should have Quaked again, but I like the idea of, yeah. So I was kind of expecting that. Surf, yeah. That'll KO my Darmanitan, I imagine. Doesn't quite KO, okay. But I'll get KO'd by rocks here, which is unfortunate. But I will KO the Weavile, so trade-off, I guess. I think the max guard was a little obvious here. I probably should have paid a little more respect to that, but I really thought the Darmanitan would be able to one-shot the Colossal. Alright. So what do we do here? Got the Tangela. Let's bring that in, just in case he brings in Primarina. That's kind of what I was expecting. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to ignore the Colossal this turn. And I'm going to Last Resort into the Primarina, and I'm just going to Rage Powder. That way he can't Aqua Jet into the Colossal. Because if we can keep the Colossal slow, that really helps us out in the end game here. He only has one turn to max left. There's definitely no doubt he got way more out of his max than we did. But I don't know. I really thought the Darmanitan could knock him out there. Maybe I should have let. Maybe I should have. I don't know. I think you have to fake out the Weavile there and go for it though. I guess I overestimated Darmanitan a little bit. Last Resort. Let's see how much this does. Oh, that's just a one-shot. Holy cow. Kangaskhan is so strong. Flare, that probably is going to knock out the Tangela. Yeah, Tangela is not super bulky and special. Alright, so now we got a 2v2 though. Their max is over. We've got Kanga, who is not in great shape. They've got Colossal, who's not in great shape, but never got activated. And we've got the hat. So, let's see what their last one is. Virizion. That's honestly not bad, because I think as long as Hat survives here, I think a D-Gleam just may pick up a double KO here. I'm going to Last Resort. What I'm worried about it not KOing is Let's just, I don't know. I don't know which one to target here. I'm not going to do much to the Colossal, so I guess we'll just throw it there, and then we'll Dazzling Gleam. I think Gleam should just one-shot here. Really, it just comes down to whether or not the Colossal can kill the Hat here. Because I'm expecting it's probably going to be Solar Beam or Heat Wave. I don't think either one KOs. Heat Wave. I was wrong. Oh, it was a crit. I think that crit definitely mattered. I think that crit definitely mattered. Oh. Oh well. That's what I get for overestimating Darmanitan, I guess. Man, I really thought that Quake would KO there. But that's good to know. It's important information to have. Overestimated the Darmanitan a little bit there. Maybe he's better off with item after all. He's got 140 attack stat though. Must be a really bulky Colossal. Not as invested into speed. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Moving on to the next one. Let's see what we've got. This is an interesting team. Let's see. What do I want to bring here? Everything on this team's pretty quick. So I think I'm going to go Trick Room. The final one being, I think, Kanga. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll just Rage Powder Trick Room the first turn. And that should set us up for mostly Hat Sweep. Because looking at their team, I don't think that they could... If they lead Toxtricity plus Talonflame, which is a possibility, they could potentially one-shot both my Hat and my Tangela. But if I can get Trick Room up, then I think I'm in really good shape, because the Gigalith is really good into their entire team. Like, really good, so... Let's see here. And they do lead the Talonflame Toxtricity, okay. So what do I do here? Do I... Sludge Bomb could KO the Hat here. Brave Bird. Yeah, I don't know that Brave Bird's a KO. I'm still going to just stick with the original plan and just Rage Powder Trick Room here. If he maxes the Talonflame, that could be a problem. Yeah, max Talonflame could definitely be a problem. Goggles Toxtricity could also be a problem, but I don't think I've ever seen that before. Ideally, he just goes for Tailwind Sludge Bomb here, but I don't know for sure. Rage Powder, nothing maxes. Let's see what he does here. U-turn, okay. Does that KO the Tangela? Yeah, not even close. Perfect, that's good. That's very, very, very good. What does he bring in? Because now there's no way he can KO the Hat. He brings in the Alcremie. So Alcremie's slow, so that's actually a really good move on his part. Sludge Wave. Interesting. That almost KOs the Hat. And activates a Policy on the Alcremie. Interesting. Super interesting. He's Life Orb, okay. We do get Trick Room up. I think Hat and Gigalith should both be slower than Alcremie. Do I bring the Gigalith in and max it here? Because the other option is to bring in Kangaskhan and Fake Out. I could just Fake Out D-Gleam here. Yeah, let's bring in the Kanga. I know this is just wasting Trick Room turns, but I feel like I'm going to lose the Hat this turn regardless. So, I'm going to Fake Out the Alcremie, just in case it's slower. And then I'm just, Gleam's not going to do a ton to Toxtricity though. Do I want to? Special bulk on Alcremie is pretty high, right? So there's a chance I may not KO either way. So maybe I just knock out the Toxtricity. Then what does he got? Talonflame? Yeah, I like that. Let's just knock out the Toxtricity. This, I should have seen that coming. Even with it that low, huh? Okay. Well, I guess we'll find out. Speed tiers here. I know Alcremie's slow, but I don't know if it's slower than... That's a lot of damage. So the hat is definitely slower. So if he doesn't KO the hat here, then that's really good to know for the next turn, because we do KO the Toxtricity. I figured we would. So let's see which one he swings into here. G-Max Finale, that's what we expected, into the Kanga. And they both survive, okay. So that's not bad. Let's see how much the Alcremie heals here. Definitely more than I want him to, but still manageable. Let's see what he brings in here. Talonflame, who still has his Gale Wings. Okay. So he probably just takes a double KO here, right? And then it'll just be a Gigalith 133, which I don't love that. So maybe I switch the Kanga out here into Gigalith. And then... Mystical Fire into the Alcremie just to get the special attack drop. I like that, okay. So I'm going to lose the hat here either way, but this way I get Fake Out, pressure back. Sandstream goes up, we can max the Gigalith next turn, and I have max Steel Spike. Dual Wing Beat, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I was afraid it was going to go into the hat. But now I have Fake Out pressure into the Talonflame, so... See how much this G-Max Finale does to Gigalith. Oh geez, way more than I wanted to. Okay. So now really the question is, how much faster, how much slower I guess actually is Alcremie? Is Alcremie slower than Gigalith? So I think definitely max. I think I'm going to max Guard here just to burn the end of his Dynamax and then Fake Out into the Talonflame. The Alcremie could just KO the Kanga here, but I don't think, I think that's unlikely. I think that's very unlikely. So ideally here we burn the last turn of his max. And then hopefully we can, with the next 2 turns, we can sweep with Gigalith. I really wish I knew if the Gigalith was faster than the Alcremie. So Fake Out goes out into Talonflame. It's really good damage. Oh, he does. Yeah, good call. Good call. Yep. Yep, he called me out on the max guard there. Yep, that's probably just game then. GG to him. Man, what could I have done differently in this game? Not get swept by Alcremie, obviously. Maybe if I brought in the Gigalith immediately instead of bringing in the Kanga earlier. How many turns of Trick Room do we have left? This is the last turn. So let's Quake for this Spadef boost into the Alcremie, because I don't think the Talonflame has much that's super threatening to us right now. Okay, so we were faster under Trick Room, so that's good to know. that KO the Alcremie? Gosh, we really needed that to KO. Really, really, really needed that to KO. Draining Kiss doesn't do much, but those healing moves are really annoying. Talonflame that uses Attract? Really? Huh. Okay. Super, super different team. So yeah, I'm just gonna Quake again into the Alcremie, get my Spadef as high as I can. I don't think it matters here though. Dual Wing Beat. Honestly, does more damage than I thought. What is that, 12? 12 damage? Draining Kiss chips me down. That should be in range to get KO'd here. Okay. So I guess we'll see what his last Pokemon is, because I've got Rock Slide here. So as long as he doesn't KO me with whatever he brings in, because Dual Wing Beat can't KO me here, I don't think. I don't think there's any way. So it just depends on what his last Pokemon is. Oh, it's Inteleon. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that didn't even really matter. We didn't have a chance. Unless Trick Room stayed up, so. Yep. Yep. Made some mistakes in that one for sure. Yeah, had I just gone the fast mode, I mean, I think we win that game because I could have just, yeah, Fake Out plus Vicious Rend would have done huge damage. Put us in a really good spot. So we'll do one more. Hoping to get at least one more win, stay 50% on the day. It's kind of how we've been rolling on these videos. So would like to be able to do that again. Would like to feature the fast mode one more time. So we'll see what we're up against. And that last one was tough. That was tough. Trying to think of, I mean, other than leading, you know, like Kangaskhan plus the Inteleon, or even Kangaskhan plus Darumanitan would have been way better there, I think. Even Darumanitan plus Dracovish. Really just, you know, I think I really needed to have the Kanga there. I think leading Kanga against teams that have Talonflame is smart anyway, and something I should be doing a little more often. Yeah. So hopefully we find one more opponent here. Our win percentage has dropped a little bit here, but it's mostly just the, you know, the kind of type of team that we're bringing, but that's okay. What's the whole point of it? So let's bring Kangaskhan here to try to fake out the Talonflame, learn from our mistakes last game. Plus what? So the Azumarill scares me. It's really the only thing on this team that's super threatening. Because he could Tailwind the Azumarill. So what do I bring to counteract that? So Gigalith can Steel Spike into it. And his defense is high enough, and he could get the Weakness Policy proc. I just don't know if I like him as a lead. Dracovish looks really, or Darumanitan looks really good into pretty much the rest of the team. So I'm going to lead Kangaskhan, Darumanitan. I'm going to bring Gigalith. I want to bring Dracovish here, or the Hat. Hat's just so slow in the end game without Trick Room. Let's bring the Dracovish. Let's try this. Let's see what we've got here. against Leon. Okay. I don't know if this was the right lead or not. We'll find out, I guess. Azumarill plus Raichu. Okay. I had expected Azumarill plus the Talonflame. So we're going to be faster than the Azumarill. So I'm going to fake out into the Raichu. I don't think we're faster than the Raichu, so we'll see. Then what do I want to do here with the Darm? Do I want to leave him in? Or do I want to swap here? I think I'm going to bring in the Gigalith here and fake out the Raichu. I'm expecting him to max the Azumarill immediately here. Sandstream goes up. Oh, doesn't max and doesn't fake out. Okay. Just Aqua Jets. That sets up my my Gigalith. Weakness policy. Okay, so that turned out to be a good switch. Awesome. Okay. That actually puts us in pretty good shape. So I'm going to Last Resort into the Raichu. Max, Steel Spike into the Azumarill. Because judging by how much that did, depends on if he has another water move and if he maxes here. I'm not sure that maxing the Gigalith was the best choice, but we brought him specifically for this reason, so. Again, this team doesn't have a great water answer. So I need to keep that in mind. So maxes the Azumarill, okay. So in the sand with my defense, I don't know if he can KO. I'm sure he can. I'm sure this just is going to KO the Gigalith and make me look silly. But we'll see. Grass Knot. Good thing we maxed to avoid that. So Last Resort KOs the Raichu. Let's see. So did he swing into the Kanga here? I'm sure he did. I'm sure this is going to go into the Gigalith. Yeah. Does that KO? It does not. Okay. So we may be alright then. He gets the rain up, but that's okay. Steel Spike. See if this KOs with weakness policy. Wow, not even close. Okay. Well, that's super unfortunate. That's super unfortunate. And he's got a berry. That's even more unfortunate. Doesn't heal much, though. Let's see what he brings in. Aegislash. Okay. So I'm going to Last Resort into the Azumarill and Max Guard here. This Max Guard's pretty telegraphed, but I think I still have to do it. Let's see what happens here. Last Resort. That's more damage than the Steel Spike, honestly. Let's see what he goes for here. Sacred Sword into the Kanga, yep. That doesn't KO, that's good. Does that mean he's gonna swing into the Protect? It does. That's good. Okay. So now I can Last Resort into the Azumarill for a KO. And then I can max Quake into the Aegislash, who's probably gonna King's Shield here. But if it does, that's fine. Max Guard from the Azumarill. Bummer. So he's probably going to KO the Gigalith with, yeah. Yep, okay. Okay, so that's the end of his max 2. And now I have Vicious Rend in the Rain. And I still have the Darmanitan. So while this hasn't gone perfectly, it could have been significantly worse. So we've seen Iron Head and Sacred Sword. I'm going to double into the Azumarill here. Just because I'm expecting a Protect from the Aegislash. And the Azumarill just protected, so... Let's see. Probably going to end up swinging one attack into the Aegislash either way, but... Aqua Jet into the Kanga is not going to KO. Vicious Rend, that definitely KOs. And then... Last Resort. It's going to do some... Oh, wow. That's way more damage than I anticipated. Sacred Sword, it's not going to KO the Dracovish. Yeah, it doesn't even come close. Alright, so we're actually, even though we didn't handle the Azumarill super well, we're looking okay here. So we've got the Talonflame. So the Kanga is probably going to go down here, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and Last Resort into the Aegislash. Actually, is Fake Out more valuable here than Darmanitan? I think it is. Put the rain up. I'm going to swap in the Darmanitan here just so we have Fake Out. And then I'm going to Vicious Rend into the Talonflame. Oh, just Tailwinds. Okay. I think I probably still outspeed with Scarf. Yeah. That'll just KO the Talonflame. Yeah, now it's a 3v1 and I have Fake Out. Sacred Sword. It's going to hurt, but not KO. Yep. So, now especially since he hasn't shown King Shield, I'm thinking he probably doesn't have it. So I'm just going to Flare Blitz and Vicious Rend. And if he doesn't have Protect, that's game. If he does, he buys himself a turn. Yeah, so he does have it. King Shield, yeah. So they're both going to take an attack drop here. But that's alright. Because that's still gonna, next turn we'll still KO from that range. And I have Fake Out on the Kanga in the back, so... Either way, I think this is probably game. I assume he probably tries to double here, the King Shield, but... Even with Tailwind, both of my Pokemon outspeed, or at least we've seen for sure the Dracovish does. Yeah, that was the right call. Fails it. Vicious Rend probably just KOs. Nope, not quite, but Flare Blitz definitely will. There we go. So ended 2-2 on the day, which is where we've been ending on these videos. So for using suboptimal stuff, I don't feel terrible about that. Obviously, I like to win, and I'm always going to try to. But when using teams like this, going 50%, I can live with. So felt pretty good about most of what we used today. I liked what I got out of Dracovish. I honestly liked what I got out of Darmanitan. I felt like the Darmanitan gave us pretty good. Kangaskhan, still fantastic. Gigalith is there mostly to enable, and I didn't have anything on this team to enable him, so he didn't do much today. Tangle's redirection isn't bad. I wish Tangle was a little bulkier, but it's been doing its job. Darmanitan, I think, may be worth trading the Surfetched for after playing with him a little bit. Dracovish is super strong. Hatterene, super strong. I'm pretty much happy with most of what I'm getting. So, still thinking about the Turtonator, the Surfetch, the Darmanitan. I tested a Ringaroo yesterday and didn't really care for him. So, not super hard leaning in that direction anymore. But it's still a possibility. But As always, guys, thanks for coming out. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I'll have more videos coming at you soon. I'll be doing a team builder for a game on Saturday before too long, and then have my next draft league game coming up on Saturday. So, till then, guys, appreciate it. Take it easy.